Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Our next guest is going to take your taste buds on vacation with a recipe for authentic Dominican Republic street sandwiches. It's our pleasure to welcome back to the show food blogger Belqui is with us today. Hey, Belqui.
Hey, Kara, how are you today?
I'm excited. I was just talking to Cassie here. We're like, woo, we can't wait to see what she's making, how she's going to do this.
Yes, so this is a very classic street food in Dominican Republic, and it's called Riki Taki. So you remember that song that was like taki 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 taki? It was really popular in English, even though it was a Latin song.
Yes.
So I always think of that song when I say Riki Taki because it just kind of sounds similar. But I'm gonna teach you how to make it because it's really weird, but trust me, it tastes so good. And if we were to go to Dominican Republic, let's say you went to Punta Cana. Have you heard of Punta Cana?
No.
So Punta Cana is like right now like the top tourist destination in the Dominican Republic. And it has beautiful beaches. Oh my God, just check it out. They have a bunch of resorts out there, everything usually all inclusive. So there you're probably gonna find it. So I'm gonna start by browning 85% beef, right? And I like 85% because I don't have to put any oil or anything in it. It cooks in its own oil. So while it's cooking, I'm gonna season it with a little bit of adobo, right? You put adobo on there, and then you take a little bit of lime juice, and not a lot of seasoning, as you can tell. This is all it's going to require. So once we cook it down, right? I'm making a little bit of a mess. So once we cook it down, we go ahead and we're gonna have this. So this is basically already cooked and waiting for us. And I like to cool it down a little bit before I assemble the sandwich because we don't want to burn ourselves. So we're going to take some cabbage. Now you can do red cabbage or white cabbage. I don't even know. Sometimes I call it yellow and sometimes white. What do you do, Kara?
Green. I call it green cabbage.
Green. You see, I don't know what it is with me. I call it yellow, white, and I'm like, what is wrong with me?
I'm going to start calling it white though for you because I like that better.
I know, right? So then I just shredded the cabbage, and I have one of those awesome shredders that are just perfect. And then I cut up some tomatoes, and then I boiled eggs, and then I sliced them. How's this sounding to you right now?
You're interesting, like, very weird. Interesting. No, I was thinking the adobo and the lime sounds delicious. Like that must smell so good. I know this is going to come together great, but I can't even imagine what the last feature.
It's going to go crazy now.
Okay.
It's going to go crazy. It's going to watch. This is oil, corn oil on both, right?
Okay.
And then vinegar, white vinegar on each one. Now, what are you thinking so far? This is like,
I really wish you were in studio so I could try this out. I'm sure it's delicious.
I'm telling you, it's awesome. And a little bit of salt on both, right? And then we're going to go ahead and just give it a quick stir. And the only reason I'm seasoning them separately, because obviously they're being seasoned the same way, is because the cabbage is gonna be like a nightmare to put on if the tomatoes are obviously in them too. So I've taken a roll, right? And here they call it bolillo roll. I don't even know at the supermarket. It's kind of weird. So we're gonna take 1/2. I know, it's crazy. I told you.
I was thinking with the mayonnaise, it was almost like you're gonna make the cabbage a coleslaw, right? But throw ketchup in there, and this is very different.
Yeah, this is super different. And then we're gonna take mayo, and the mayo's gonna be on the other side. And the two are going to act as binders for the rest of our sandwich, right? So now we have that. We're gonna go ahead and take our beef, and we're going to put it on our mayo side. And I like to put it on the mayo side because I feel like it stays better on the mayo. And then I just give it like a little press.
So that's the bottom side, right? So you don't have to flip it.
Yeah, I think it's the top side.
Oh,
in
is
this
it?
case.
You're gonna try to flip that.
Only because I was talking to you and I wasn't paying attention. The bottom side. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and put our tomatoes, right?
Okay.
And then after our tomatoes, we're going to put our eggs.
Okay, this just is so, I've never had anything like it. Now I'm wondering, did you let the beef get a little bit cooler or do you serve it warm like that?
I like to let it cool down a little bit, not too much, but then there's a next step after this. So then you'll see why it doesn't matter if I let it cool down a little bit. So then we're going to put our cabbage on there, and then we're gonna take this, we're gonna put it on here, And then I'll make it more proper, Kara. Here we go. So this is what it's going to look like. And we're not done because now we're going to flatten this baby in the panini press.
Oh, yum. Okay.
Yes.
You can have just
And
about
then-
anything in there with that beef, and it's going to be delicious. That is going to be so
Yes.
good.
We Caribbean people love panini presses, you know, like Cuban sandwiches. It's a very similar thing. We love to press sandwiches. And I remember growing up, it was like just pressing sandwiches every time we made a sandwich.
Right,
a
but did you
French
have to do
fry.
it growing up in the just like the frying pan with, you know, we always did it with the lid.
We used to do a frying pan, and then we would do sometimes like aluminum foil, and then we put a cinder block on top. But this is Dominican style, you know? So
Okay,
it's
cut
all-
that up and take a bite, Belqui. We need to see it before we
Yeah.
run out of time here.
So this is it once it's pressed, and then you're gonna quickly just cut it up like that. Ooh.
Super
And then-
yummy. Look at that
Ooh, it's
egg.
kind of melted in there. And then that's it. You see, it's only a little bit of the white that you see right there, but it is absolutely delicious. And I have to take a bite.
I love it. Of course you need to take a bite. You know, if you are stuck with your recipes, this is something different to try. I love it, Belqui. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy
Bye.
that. Looks so good. We're going to have this recipe and more information about Belqui on our website at KATU.com. Don't go away. We'll be right back.